So John Jones is getting desperate. He's begging Dana White to let him back. Please, Dana, please take me back. I won't do it again, like a desperate ex-girlfriend. And he's making his own trailer for a card that he's not even invited to be on. It's crazy the length this guy is going through to just have Dana let him fight again. And he says some things in this trailer about being a warrior, and I've got some things to go through that I would say he's probably not a warrior. He's probably not a warrior. He's probably the fucking opposite of one. And before you say, well, he's got in the cage, he's a warrior. Like, yeah, he's got in the cage. But some of the things that he's done over his career aren't very warrior-like, and we're going to break it down in today's video, but I want to go back a little bit. This is from him begging Dana White. I know this is old, but I didn't cover it because I didn't think I could really talk about it too much, but this trailer that he's dropped adds a little bit more content to talk about. So let's watch this little clip, and then we'll get into the trailer, okay? It's another John Jones hate video, number 1520 on No Bromo. Let's go.
Can't wait to see you compete in the White House. Can't wait to see it.
I know. I really hope it happens. Dana, bro, please, bro. Please, I'm training. I feel great. I'm healthy. And
Please, bro. Please let me top. Please let me be the top this time, Dana. Please, bro. Dana, please. I'm begging. You're a grown man begging another grown man to let you do something. Grow up, John Jones. You're in shape. I can see your man boob through your t-shirt. You're in shape. For what, a pie eating contest? A chicken wing eating contest? A water... No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
please, bro. Please, I'm training. I feel great. I'm healthy. And I'd be so honored to represent our country.
It sounds like he's going to cry. I'd be so honored, Dana. I'd be so pleased, Dana. Let me get on my hands and knees, Dana. Well, I have an idea, John. Maybe if you didn't, I don't know, fuck over the heavyweight division for a solid year, and you actually did your duties as champion, and maybe not lead Dana and all of us on for months and months and months, promising this fight's going to happen, bloody stringing him along. Maybe if you didn't piss him about, then maybe you'd be on the White House card. All you had to do to like get this White House card is just fight your interim champion. You know, like how every other champion in history has done. Like, everyone's done it. You just dragged it out, made him look like a fool, and maybe if you just didn't do that and just fought Tom Aspinall, win or lose, then maybe Dana would be like, you know what, John, have the White House spot. I mean, he might still get him on the White House, but you'll need to beg and make trailers for it, okay? If you just did your job and just defended your belt when you were supposed to, and not promise Dana, yes, I'll do the fight, and then last minute go, actually, I retire. You wouldn't need to beg if you just did your fucking job properly.
And do what I do best.
Do what I do best, which is beat women, fail drugs test, duck competition, and just being an all-round degenerate, bad example for my children. That's what he does best, guys. He does best when he's driving drunk. He does best when he's sexually assaulting a male fighter in the back before a fight. He does it best when he's just like being gay. You know. He does it best when he gets an erection when a man who resembles a literal toddler smothers him with a pillow. That's what he does best. Fighting, he's alright. That's what he does best, though. Now let's go into to this trailer, because like I said, we've got loads of things to look at here, which call himself a warrior. Okay, very interesting. Very interesting, John Jones. I would probably disagree with you being... I mean, look, I'm not denying that the guy's a savage in the cage when he gets in there. When he gets in there, he's great. Sure. But the things you do outside the cage, John, leading up to fights, not taking fights, cancelling fights, cancelling full events... Not very warrior-like, John, but we'll watch this and we'll just, We'll get into it. Okay, let me just kind of zoom in a little bit for you so that we can kind of just get this. Actually, no, that's all right. That's all right. Let's go.
In the summer of 2026, America turns 250 years old, and I couldn't be more proud to call myself an American.
He also just sounds so uninterested. He sounds like he's gone into Chat GPT and gone, write me a script about being a proud American for Independence Day. There's no emotion. He's like, I'm really proud to be an American. 250 years old, guys. Just listen to the enthusiasm. He's so excited.
250 years old, and I couldn't be more proud to call myself an American. I love this country, the people, the promise, the fight. This nation was built.
He loves the fight, unless it's against Tom Aspinall. Unless it's against fucking Chael Sonnen on short notice. Unless it's against Francis Ngannou. But he loves the fight, guys. He loves it. Just when it's favourable to him, you know?
On courage and conflict. Unbelievable.
Courage and conflict. Two things you don't have recently. The courage to fight Tom Aspinall and the conflict with him in the cage. How ironic, John Jones. Let's carry on, though. I know I'm just ripping into him, but goddamn, it needs to happen.
Was built on courage and conflict. Unbelievable that we could take on the biggest, the boldest, and come out victorious. That's how I've lived.
Repeat that, John. What's this country built on, John?
Conflict. Unbelievable that we could take on the biggest, the boldest, and come out victorious.
Unless the biggest and boldest is called Tom Aspinall, in which case I don't feel like I'll take him on, and I'll just duck him and retire from the entire sport. Now you can say what you want. Well, John had beat Tom. Cyril Garn proved that. Sure, I'll just concede that argument. John Jones had definitely beat Cyril Garn. Tom Aspinall. Sure, I thought Cyril Garn did to Tom Aspinall, outstriking him by three strikes. Fucking well. Sure. But he didn't do it though, did he? But he didn't fight him though, did he? He retired. He ducked him.
That's how I've lived my life.
Untrue, as we've just said.
Can't help but think, what a better way to celebrate America's fight than for its best fighter to put it on full display. To remind the world who we are, not just a country of words, but of warriors.
So John reckons he's a warrior. Okay, we'll get into this, alright, but we're going to let the rest of it play. Country of warriors. Warriors that avoid fights. Warriors that cheat. Warriors that beat up women.
Maybe somewhere iconic, or maybe on a certain someone's lawn. All I know is I'm fueled up, fired.
Maybe on Benjamin Netanyahu's lawn, guys. Maybe. Well, let's not go there. But maybe on Netanyahu's lawn. Maybe that's where he'll fight.
Fired up and ready. God bless the United States of America, and God bless the fighters who carry its spirit.
Well, based on your criteria, John, you don't carry that spirit. You carry the opposite. I have some examples that I've found on X. I've done a little bit of research, and I've got some examples in Bromo's brain that we could just go into. Okay, so let's go with the ones that I've got here. So we have this here: the Warriors mentality, taking on the fucking bold and just being brave, taking on all comers. He cancelled the event because he didn't want to fight Chael Sonnen on short notice. Did he go on to beat Chael Sonnen? Yes, he did. But that Warriors mentality, that you can take on anyone, the biggest and the boldest of challenges, and come on and become victorious. That belief is what makes you a warrior. He refused to fight Chael Sonnen on short notice. You know he wouldn't do that? You can say what you want about the guy, whether he's a quitter or what. Tom Aspinall fought Sergey Pavlovich on 1 week's notice. He was asleep, and he got a call in the middle of the night by Hunter Campbell and said, "You're going to fight Sergey Pavlovich for the interim title next week." "No worries, Hunter, mate. No problem. I'll do that. No problem, son. I'll see you there." John Jones refuses to fight Chael Sonnen on short notice. Tom Aspinall, you can say what you want about Sergey Pavlovich now, but back then, he was the boogeyman. He was knocking everyone out in the first round. Tom Aspinall said, I'll fight him on a 1 week's notice, sure thing. He was the boogeyman at that time. Now he's just not. Now he's just fucking shit. We can thank Tom for that. Knock him out in 1 minute. John would never. Warriors mentality. We're warriors. We're fighters. Nah. Warriors, guys. Warriors here. Literally crying.
Are you denying?
Crying after he popped for PEDs. Crying. Can you see that on my screen? Just about. Move over a little bit. Crying because he got caught taking performance-enhancing drugs. A warrior, a real warrior guy. Look at him crying like a big baby. People going about Tom Aspinall crying because he fucking like blew his knee out. What a pussy, Tom crying. John's fucking crying at a press conference because he got caught breaking the rules.
Are you denying taking the substance you're accused of, or are you denying knowing it was on the ban list?
Both.
How can it be both, John? How can it be both? It actually can't be both because there were two different categories there, John.
Both. I would never take anything that I wouldn't take anything that would enhance my game. I wouldn't cheat. That's just not what.
Popped 4 times, by the way. Popped 4 on 4 different occasions. On 4 different occasions. John Jones has failed drugs test. Now we have this, fucking John Jones B sample. Let me just make sure that you can actually see this on the screen. You can't. Let me just zoom it out a little bit so you can see it. John Jones B sample confirms failed drugs test from UFC 214. Tested positive for turinabol. They've changed the victory of basically the DC fight was a no contest, and then you saw they change the rules. They changed the rules, so now he thinks he's no longer a drugs cheat. Kind of like when when they changed the rules of 12 to 6 elbows, and people were like, well, there you go, see, John's no longer got a loss on his record. It's like, no, that's not how it works. If you do it at the time it's illegal, it's still like you still did it when it wasn't allowed to happen. There he is crying at a press conference. Warrior mentality. The bold and the brave. The bold and the brave guys crying because he got caught out breaking the rules. Crying. We'll move on again. Warrior mentality. Warrior mentality, guys. Do you remember this guy? The Warrior. The Warrior, John Jones, guys. Fucking talking about fighting Tom Aspinall. The Warrior. Remember this.
But if I'm being completely honest, I feel like Tom's been such an asshole that I don't want to do business with him.
A warrior, guys. A true fighter. He's been mean to me. He's been an asshole. I don't want to fight him. He's just been a big bully. Calling me a duck. What a warrior. Doesn't want to fight someone because they've been mean to him. God, I tell you what. If more warriors were like that back in the day, there'd just be no fighting. You're being mean? That's it. I'm going to not fight you then. Oh, warrior, guys. Remember that. Warrior. Absolute warrior.
It's just like his fans have been so annoying. And obviously you don't get this far in a career being affected by fans or whatnot.
But obviously they are affecting you now. You know what I mean? Like, warrior.
But he's just an asshole,
He's literally not an arsehole, though, is he? Like, say what you want about Tom. Like, he's a quitter. He's soft. He's this, he's that. He's actually, like, one of the nicest guys on the roster. The only things that he said is that John Jones was ducking him and that he doesn't count steroid cheats in the GOAT conversation. That's all he said. And they're all legit things to say. He wasn't saying, like, he could have said so much to John. He could have said, John Jones, you beat your wife and you're gay. Your kids don't even love you, John. You're a closeted homosexual and you drive drunk into pregnant ladies, John. And you beat your wife, John. And you beat up a stripper, John. And you hid under the octagon, John, against drugs testers, John. And you're a PED cheat, John. Fucking, what else has he done? And you sexually harassed a male fighter in front of Big John McCarthy, John. Fucking hell. And you intimidated a female drugs tester, John. No, all he did was get her up a rubber ducky. Tom's an asshole. I don't want to fight him. What a warrior. What a savage.
Not a chance. I will retire John Jones without even fighting him.
And then we have this quote that aged like fine fucking wine. This quote aged so well, bro. This quote aged so well.
Fight me. Not a chance. I will retire John Jones without even fighting him.
Boom. He said that in August of 2024. He said that last year. Last year he said that. Almost a year later, he fucking retires, didn't he? Rise itself.
Jones called us last night and retired. John Jones is officially retired. Tom Aspinall is the heavyweight champion of the UFC.
He didn't even want to defend his belt. This warrior mentality that he talks about, you know, America's built on fighters, built on warriors. You ain't one of them, bro. You were. I thought, no, you weren't, because you had to cheat to do it. So fuck yourself. Warriors. The best of the best. Yeah, Dana, I'm actually going to retire. Yeah, cheers, mate. What's that? What's that, Dana? 30 mil? Yeah, go on then. Actually, nah. Fuck it. And Dana White confirms that he agreed. He agreed. Tom Aspinall was done before Jones decided that he doesn't want to, and he was offered what he deserves. He was asking for fuck you money. Dana complied, and then he changed his mind. We'll listen to what he says. Just a reminder for all you John Jones Glazer fanboys.
Timeline of John accepted the fight, went to Thailand, came back, didn't want the fight. What happened?
Yeah, I wouldn't say that Thailand was the end of it. You know, we were talking about it before that. But yeah, the fight was done. We had the fight done a long time ago. So why he decided not to fight, you guys will have to ask him that.
I mean, I think it's obvious. I mean, he said it multiple times. He didn't want to risk it. Literally, they're not even my words. John Jones literally said, I don't want to risk my legacy on someone that could benefit off of it. How would they benefit off of it unless they beat you, John? You know what I mean? Like,
is it accurate? There's a lot of reports about figures he was offered. Is it fair to say he was offered a lot of money to take this fight?
Yeah. Listen, he was offered what he deserves for that fight. Yeah.
Can you tell us
which was probably, reports came out 30 mil. Let's just say it wasn't 30 mil. Let's just say it was 10 mil. To be charitable for the John Jones fans. Okay, he would have turned down 10 million. 10 million to fight Tom Aspinall. A guy that's this quitter, and John Jones, you know, I've seen from Tom Aspinall in the past, he whenever he faces any adversity, he just quits. He just quits. But I don't want to fight him, though, and make $10 million and beat him. Nah, because he's an asshole, because he called me a duck. Warrior. And there's other things, too. I mean, how can we forget UFC fucking 200? Ruined that whole event because he popped. His fight with Alexander Gustafsson had to move location to a different commission, to a different state, because he popped then as well. So he popped then as well. You know what I mean? Warrior, though, taking PEDs to enhance his ability. You know, to maybe not slow down, maybe be fucking stronger in there. You know? Well, everyone was on PEDs. Only he popped 4 times, though. You know what I mean? Only he popped multiple times. You know? No one else fucking popped it as many times as John Jones did. And it's just sad, and it's desperate, and he's making this whole trailer like he's not the reason why, like it's not his fault that he just isn't on the card. I mean, I could see a world where fucking Dana White, goes, you know what, John? I'll let you on it this one time, my little Pookie Bear. I'll take you back into my arms and give you a little bit of a kiss. I can see him doing that. But at the same time, why would you want to reward someone who not only just for the past year with the Tom Aspinall situation, but for his entire career, has made the UFC look bad? Events being cancelled, events being moved, main events being ruined because of this fucking guy beating up women, getting into criminal trouble. How many mugshots does this guy have? Fucking loads. He's got more mugshots than heavyweight title defenses. You know what I mean? That's bad. That's fucking. I think he's got like 5 mugshots. Fucking hell. The guy's been an embarrassment from the start. So I don't know why they'd even want to reward him. Well, because I don't know what Dana White sees in him. I really don't. Because he's a good fighter, sure, but he's just a fucking nightmare to work with. Because of the Tom Aspinall thing, like all these things that I brought, failed drugs tests, events being ruined, all the criminal activities that he gets up to, mostly against women for some weird reason. That's a kind of a theme of his crimes. They're all against women. Why reward him? I don't get it. For the White House main event against Alex Pereira? Fuck that. Don't even get him on the card. I can see it happen. I can see them booking John Jones for the card, though. I wish they wouldn't. I can see it happening. I don't know what you guys think. Alright. Is John a warrior? Is he getting desperate? I think he's getting desperate. I don't think he's a warrior. If he was a warrior, he would have defended his heavyweight title against the rightful contender, but he just vacated it and ran away like a little baby bitch boy. Like, subscribe, links down below. Become a member today, join the Discord. Until next time, I'll see you in a bit.